Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Once again, it's time for current events in the online fitness community. And I saw something come through my feed this morning. I was laying in bed, surfing Facebook, and because I have fitness stuff on there and I have a fitness page, fitness stuff that I don't follow, but I don't even follow Sam, it just rolls through my feed. And I look over, you see Sam's Acne there, and there's a bunch of comments everywhere, everyone going on and on and on about his acne. And I thought it was fascinating because there were some guys jumping in defending it. And they're like, well, I had acne even on TRT. Even on TRT doses, my acne looked that bad, which I find hard to believe. So they defend it. And you saw all that. And then other people are like, wow, man, the roids are out of control. Is it worth it? Like, look at what you're doing to your health for a plastic trophy. And it was just interesting, their reactions. And I'm not even hating because I don't feel the need to hate on Sam. There's no reason to hate on Sam other than I don't like the bad diet he was promoting. That's the only negative thing I could even say about the guy. He was promoting drinking chocolate milk and stuff, which no human being should be eating refined sugars. They should be illegal, in my opinion. It's garbage. Poison shouldn't be in your body. So you can't hate on steroids and say refined sugars. Okay. You're a hypocrite, right? Like if you say someone shouldn't drink testosterone, but they drink chocolate milk or give chocolate milk to their kids, they're a hypocrite, right? It's as simple as it gets. You can't have it both ways. It's literally a poison. Refined fructose is a poison, just like alcohol. But that aside, Sam doesn't strike me as like any sort of bad person with bad intentions. I don't think he's trying to scam anybody. I don't see him trying to sell scam products and supplements. He's not doing any of that crap. I mean, realistically, you can't really hate on him as a person. You just can't. He's not an unlikable person who's doing terrible stuff. He's just not. There's self-abuse there, and that's the real concern. But we see all the acne, and that's the thing I said before. And I said before, I'm not hating on him as a person when I said he does not have the genetics to be a Mr. Olympia, like all these people are saying. Oh, look how far he's gone so young. But he's also having enormous amounts of side effects really young. So that kind of tells us that's the problem. It's the side effects. By the way, could more of you guys click like for Daddy? There's multiple people commenting. We only got one like. Jump and hit that like button. Come on now. Back over to that point. And that's something I said almost a year ago when he first came on the scene. I'm like, he seems like a good kid. He seems like a decent human being. Like he doesn't strike me as some bad person. Like he's not somebody out there trying to do harm. He really isn't. He seems like actually a pretty decent guy. So, the issue is he doesn't have the genetics that he does not have low side effects. We saw health side effects appearing a year ago. On camera, you were looking at signs of cardiac swelling. You see signs of his inflammation of his chest wall was already there at a young age, at the size he was at already. Okay? He's going to need more gear than he was on to reach those sort of goals. He's not going to make it. That's the problem. If he gets anywhere near an Olympia stage, he's going to die for it, right? He'll die for it. And that's the concern. And quite frankly, he's built enough of a reputation. I can tell you right now, if he backed the doses down and shrunk just a little bit, didn't even bother to get any bigger, lost 10 pounds of muscle, went to a little bit healthier of amount, I don't think he would lose a single fan. Okay? He would have millions of fans still. I guarantee you if he did that. He'd have millions of fans. It wouldn't be a problem. He's not going to lose anything by doing that. And that would almost be my advice. If I gave advice to Sam, it'd be like, look, dude, back the gear down, lose 10 pounds of muscle, 15 pounds of muscle, stay at a nice conservative dose, keep up with your blood work, make your own money, homie. Because he'll make millions off his social media and his following already. If he did that, he'll be just fine. Stay away from the competitive bodybuilding. Make your money, brother. Make that money. because he'll be a multimillionaire in no time, even if he goes that route. Like he's set, he's in a good spot, and he'll live longer. He'll live long enough to enjoy it, right? So, get over to some of these comments. Morning coach seems like a pretty cool dude. He's got a massive insult index. Yeah, he does. Rufio, appreciate the like. Adrian, get those likes up. Appreciate it, homie. Hey, Swollen. I've done multiples, including a video, but I've discussed ED a lot in the past with Gear Talk. I've discussed how to avoid it. I can stay hard for up to an hour, depending upon what I take. So again, this is a whole area of conversation that we have in the Gear Talk world, right? But yeah, absolutely. And a lot of it has to do with crashing your E2. Like crashed estrogen from excessive AI use is a number one cause of ED when on gear, by the way. Particularly combined with too many 19 NORs, that combination can get you. You're absolutely right, Coach. Sam is very likable. Oh, now you're going to hate on me. You can go put your little self in the corner. All right. Yeah, Sam seems like a decent chap. I'm pro Sam, good kid who doesn't. Yeah, I mean, Swollen, I'm going to agree. It's hard to hate on Sam. You really can't. He just doesn't seem to have a malicious bone in his body, from what I can tell. How many years do you give Sam if he keeps living the same? I don't know the exact number of years. It's hard to say. I didn't like what I saw last year, though. When I saw the breathing and the signs of cardiac distress, definitely inflammation of the chest cavity, that concerned me, because I'm like, man, he seems like a good kid. I don't want to see him go out like that. I don't know how long, honestly. First off, we need to get them likes up for Daddy Coach immediately. Appreciate it, Atomic. By the way, he's right. Get those likes up for Daddy. Interesting. So you have to have the genetics for tolerance to subs. Yes, that is one of the things to make the top 10 in the Mr. Olympia. You have to have a genetic tolerance to side effects of gear. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Isn't Sam doing classic? Blue guys in classic are not healthy anymore. Are you jealous of Sam's success? No, not at all. I don't get jealous of other people's success. There's no reason to be jealous of people's success. The kid came in at the right time, did the right thing, and he pretty much struck gold. You know, why does Sam look so big at 220? A lot of reasons. How was training today, Coach? The vlog is up. It went pretty good. It was kind of hard. Oh, I accidentally banned. I'm trying to put people in timeout. I accidentally banned that guy. Sorry about it. No, why should anyone? Tristan, even saying that you should contact anyone's loved ones off the internet, bad. You go in timeout. Crazy stalker mentality has no place here. You need to go off the internet for a week. Tristan, I'm going to advise you to leave the internet for 1 week and come back and rethink your priorities in life. If you think you should ever contact the family members of any internet figure for any reason. Swollen, same thing. You get a timeout. Suggesting that anyone should contact the family members of an internet personality for any reason is you go in timeout. You need to rethink your values in life. Gaines, no, his mother contacted me. So am I out of timeout, Coach? Yes, you are, Robert. Let's get rid of David. That's so strange that anyone thinks I'm on welfare. That's insane. All right. It literally is insane. Yeah, his style of workout vlogs are really popular. Gaines, you're going to go in timeout for that one, but it's not because he's an internet figure. It's to give a legal warning to a stalker, not an internet figure. That guy only had like 200 followers on that avenue. No, Johnny, I feel like doing the style of vlogs that I do and like to do. How about that? It's not his vlog style that's the reason he's popular. It's a whole lot of other reasons. Damn, you're on fire. Appreciate it, Marcinio. Well, we just put the riffraff in timeout. They can hopefully learn and then come back tomorrow. We're just not putting up with it. I love how they try to project silly stuff. A stalker showed up at my home and broke the law, and I pressed criminal charges. You contacted their family? Yes, I did. To give a legal warning that I would use deadly force against their crazy son if they didn't get him in check. All right. Top, I don't know. I mean, in theory, yes, since people make videos about me that get 100,000 views who've never met me in their life, if they can get that sort of views making a video about me, you're definitely a celebrity at that point. Johnny, his stuff blew it from all sorts of stuff. He really played the whole social media game really, really well. Like, he really played the whole thing, hitting all of them concurrently, hammering the reels, the shorts, and then feeding all his stuff with it and feeding his Facebook, YouTube, Instagram back and forth. No, dude, he was smart. Like, that's where I'll give credit to Sam. He came in with a good physique, used a lot of gear to get there, a lot of gear, right? But he played it all really well. So his social media networking was very successful. How important is your lifting technique for muscle growth? We could argue a lot. The research says it's important, but not as important as people think. No, Ricky, if you're contacting someone because they're stalking you and you need to give a legal warning, it has nothing to do with their family. He was not a figure online, but you go in timeout too. All right. Is that just because of all the gear he takes? Yeah, definitely. Asking about my exes is stalking. You go in timeout. All right. People make videos of serial killers. I wouldn't consider them celebrities. Technically, they are, though. Not in a positive, not for good reasons, but they are a celebrity for all purposes. Okay. They're well known public figures. Just because someone's not an actor doesn't mean they're not technically a celebrity. People become celebrities for bad things all the time. I mean, some of these criminals recently who've done stuff have become pretty much viral celebrities over a crime they committed. Can we think of one real recent? I'm not going to say who specifically, but maybe he shot a CEO. He's become a celebrity for it. Doesn't mean what he did is necessarily a good thing. All right. Hope what you said about cyber stalking slowly disappearing due to technology advances. I hope so too. Why do videos about you? I don't know, Robert. I mean, I kind of know, but I don't feel like breaking this down over and over and over and over in terms of the original hate campaign and the money Civation paid for it. Like, do we really need to cover it 157 times? What if they are known for being an autistic moron? Well, they would still potentially be a celebrity. And Anthony says, Jason, how are you doing? One of my clients just sent me a hilarious message. What did you just say? Something about he was having an issue with some pain yesterday. I was just being a pussy coach, rubbed some dirt on it, walked it off pain free. Nice. He said a squat PR. He had been having some minor groin pain. I told him to have a doctor look at, and he did. And the doctor said he was okay. Anthony says, "How you doing?" I'm doing good, man. Anthony, do you see all the new stuff that came through? Oh my God. Lots of people use social media and context to grow but never blow up like Sam. Sam was very smart and very strategic about it. And he just got lucky with the algorithms, timed everything good. I mean, there's a luck component, but he did play it smart. Like, if you go and look at the way he did it, Sam was smart. So he's not an idiot. I can guarantee you that. I think there was a noticeable difference in your chest size you started benching. Are you confident you can maintain that? Yeah, I think I can, especially with things like dips, especially with the dips and stuff. In fact, I think the dips will grow my chest. Yep, I think we're going to see it. Cali Muscle still bragging about killing people, and he is popular. Was yeah. Didn't Jason bench 315 for 8 wide? Yes, I did. Did you see the Jim Reaper bench 315 with 50 rows? That's crazy. No, but that's crazy. That is crazy. Is being obese more dangerous than being on drugs, sir? You need to be more specific. I mean, technically, you could do a lot more. Top shelf, that would be extremely unwise. If that really, I don't think it actually happened, but that would be really unwise. I've been very polite and been very quiet. Would you recommend having a leg press or a belt squat given the choices, space, and the issue? I don't know. Is it just a case of Sam not having the genetics to tolerate stuff he's using? Yeah, pretty much. You back to doing dips? You're late to the show. Yes. If you know, because I didn't have the same algorithm benefits, I don't have the ridiculous amount of drug use he had to build that physique, so on and so forth. It's a whole set of stuff. No, I will not be bringing back the breakfast chat. If those were bouncing half reps, so but still. Why would you say that you're an? Oh, I'll get to your next one. What's wrong with the feed? Comments keep jumping or disappearing. Oh, I'm getting rid of trolls. Also, speaking of which, guys, we only have 9 likes. There's a lot of you commenting. Click that like button for Daddy. Come on now. Click that button. There you go. Like, is it more dangerous to be 60 pounds overweight or being 300 pounds on gear? What do you think is more damage? Just steroid, like we're talking here, are they doing it just from, say, testosterone and growth hormone? Is that what you mean? Let's be specific. Versus 300 pounds of leaner or 300 pounds of being a really obese person. They're still a hair healthier. If they just use, some gear to get there, they didn't go crazy on certain drugs. It's unhealthy. Still, maybe not as unhealthy as being at that same weight from body fat. Okay, but it depends on what they used. Why do you say, oh man? I mean, 48 by many metrics is, and from a sports perspective, it is. Look at the difference in records for my age class versus the open in any strength sport. There's sometimes 300 pounds difference. Okay, sometimes there are 200 or 300 pounds difference of normal records versus my age class, for example. So it kind of matters, yeah. Your training does need to change in your 40s. You have to pay attention to certain things in your recovery, absolutely 100%. So if we're going to pretend it doesn't matter, it does. Okay. Thought you said when doing dips, the juice isn't. I've said you has to be careful with it. Let's see. The best fitness YouTuber ever. Appreciate it, man. Mike Bridges squatted over 800 to meet at 60 years old. Did he do that raw, old school? Hold on, let me check. Let me fact check this. Let's see what he got. Yeah, that was not raw, dude. Now, looks like he did hit over 600 raw, though, which is solid, super, super solid. How old was he? Age 52. What weight class? Yeah, he's not in his 60 though, dude. Sorry. He didn't do that at age 60. So last time he competed, he was 53. And he failed all the squats. All the 500 squats he failed. He missed the attempts. So the last successful squat he did at a meet raw was 622 at the age of 52, which is damn good. That's really, really good. But he hasn't competed in 15 years. So he was 53 the last time he competed. He missed all of his squat attempts in both meets. So now it looks like his even his equipped stuff in his 50s was in the 600s. So where did he hit that 800? Where is it? He was in his 20s, and it was equipped. So I had to fact check you. Well, those records are smaller. They're also smaller because of the age. Okay, thank you, brother. Can I do a Dianabol cure to reach my limit and then cut? No. Should a person doing? I don't like the 500 test only as a first cycle. I think a little test and a little primo or a little test, a little mass is a great first cycle. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's just like being 40 plus. Yeah, you get your own age categories in all sports. It's every sport. Man, we got a lot of trolls in here today. All right. Let's get over to real topics, though. Halo test in the last few weeks. On deadlift, one side came up before the other. Why is that? I don't know. Get your technique balanced out. What does the chat feed change so much? I don't know. Yeah, but that's because the age group tends to be busy with other stuff. No, Johnny, it is because, Johnny, how old are you? I'm asking a serious question. And how many people do you coach in different age classes? That's before we discuss this further, that's what you need to answer. Okay. Hey, Johnny. Johnny, I'm going to give you one more chance to answer the two questions I ask, and then you're going in timeout. If you answer the question, I will let you stay. How old are you, and what age classes of people do you coach personally? Okay. So you're 38. On average, are your masters lifters, how do they compare to your younger people? And do you coach them differently in terms of recovery? I don't see what you guys mean. Other than the people I'm getting rid of, are you guys doing the live chat, or are you guys doing the top chat? That might be why you're seeing something weird. Where do you have it set at? I do deadlift with real weights. You guys have seen me at competitions. I pulled 260 kg really easy and set it down gentle for that state record. I went up to 280, which is 619 pounds, and I jerked it off the floor quick, and I missed it up at the knee. That's all on video, guys, in competition. Done. Johnny's my coach. Some athletes retire in thirds. I think you can speed up as early. Strength can be maintained longer, but athletes in speed-based sports peak in 20s. In all seriousness, your workout videos are inspiring. Your voiceovers, narrations, educational. What I'm trying to say is your format content is one of the best on YouTube. I appreciate that. Jason Blé, French accent. Oh, Johnny, you guys are just coming in as trolls now. Coordinated troll. Again, you guys already know age class matters in strength in sports. My last meet was 2 years ago. It's very hard to maintain muscle vegan. Master drag detectors are in the orbit now. Yep. Seems to be getting shoulder infringement from pull-ups. How does one go about fixing it? Head dead hang work. Get your workload in check. Adjust what all you're doing. Can definitely be an overuse issue. You may need to change the type of pull-ups you're doing. Bradford says, "What's up, coach?" Man, definitely a coordinated effort in a Discord happening here. All right, so let's get over to real questions now. Joe Roblox Gaming says, "My name is Joe." I guess it is. All right. If you had 3 months to prepare for a fitness test, max push-ups, max pull-ups, how would you train for it? I don't know. I mean, I would get as strong as possible, but then you want specificity of training. You're probably going to need to do a bunch of stuff for max push-ups and max pull-ups. All right. Yeah, we need to just get rid of the trolls. It's too much to go through and get rid of them each time. I probably just need to get rid of them. This not banning is a stupid idea. I'm kind of afraid to go at the gym because I gained over 60 pounds of fat because my ex abuses me. I'm afraid to face people judging me because of my size. Hey, Victor, going to the gym is the best thing you can do in that situation. RPK, God, the internet has made people so weird. It really has, hasn't it? I don't think it has made people weird except the weirdos with no lives have an outlet now who are scared to leave for any other reason, or they can hide. When you had the gym equipment in your living room, did you ever trip over it to get a glass of water? Yes. Bradford, the answer is yes, particularly the reverse hyperextension. Yeah, that happened a couple of times. Victor says, "Thank you, brother." Yeah, I mean, no, seriously, if you're serious with your post, then I'm going to say going to the gym is the best thing you could possibly do. Right, it's the best thing you could possibly do. Is bench, hold on. Is bench once a week enough to maintain coordination, technique, et cetera? Second day is going to done a variation to build chest, triceps, et cetera. Yeah, probably. Old school, he's talking about when I lived in a condo a few years ago. So I used to have my living room in a 2-bedroom condo down in town. How come you don't assign mods to your most loyal fans? Because then I'd have to coordinate it with them of when I want to do the live instead of just doing the lives when I want to. Thought you were in a condo now. Now I'm in a 3-bedroom house. No, I don't miss the condo at all. Yeah. Brother, what advice will you give me to people facing problems of being demotivated from going to the gym? Don't be demotivated. Pick yourself up and get to the gym. All right? Pick yourself up, get to the gym. Right? There's no demotivation. You get in the habit of going. All right? No, Roger. I don't give you advice on that. All right. Well, Roger's kind of a weirdo. Yeah. There you go. He just outed himself for what he is. Follow the 3-2-1 rule. Once you say one, just get up right away. There you go. Are there any other fitness influencers you recommend besides yourself? No, not really. Hey, old school, are we really going to entertain the stuff I just banned trolls over? So much alt right. Do you think that in the future doctors will just put all their obese patients on GL1Ps? They might. I don't know. I don't know the state of the medical community's position on all of that. We're at a point, though, to where since people refuse to fix their lifestyles, just putting everyone on GLPs would still probably lower the death and disease rate. The side effects of the GLPs are still less risky than walking around 100 pounds overweight. Any way you break it down, they're still probably going to be better off, even if they suffer serious side effects from it. Kind of the situation we're in. So if people won't fix their lifestyles, it might be the way we go. Coach, have you made a farmer's carry tutorial? No, I don't think I have. What's the consensus on seed oils? In what way? Like, health experts don't understand the freaking out. Seed oils are empty fat calories, which are definitely a problem. They contribute to obesity significantly. They don't cause inflammation. That's been completely debunked. So it depends on what perspective you're looking at. You still probably shouldn't eat them because they're going to make you fat, but they don't cause the other problems people accuse them of. That's been completely debunked. But they contribute significantly to obesity, and obesity contributes to all of our health problems. What inspired you? I mean, obviously the people that I saw, Arnold, I even saw Dorian inspired me. The first time I saw him. I was a young man, like when he did all that, I saw him on ESPN. You see with the other fitness channels, they are too glamorizing over the top. I like simple, plain, informative channels. Yep. You should coach Boogie. For me to coach someone, they need to contact me and let me know they want them to coach me. Right? Hold on, client emergency. All right, make sure he's good. I have a client with a cold asking me about training. Our hanging leg raises alone enough to build the core and how many sets per week? Yeah, they can get it done. But I mean, all your stuff carries over to core. Do you prefer the Ibanez tube screamer or the Boss DS1 pedal? I prefer the Boss pedal. I am dating a girl who's vegetarian. Should I eat vegetarian when she cooks for me or bring my own whey protein? You should bring your own. You need to get your animal proteins in. So why can't she do dairy for you? She's a vegetarian. What's the problem with her adding dairy protein to your stuff? I was about to say the same thing, Boogie. As an obese person that's struggling to lose weight, you definitely be a tough coach transforming him. He's been through a lot, tried pretty much everything. He hasn't tried everything or he would have lost the weight. Bring your own food, opinions on farm workers. That's a really strange question. I don't know. Why don't you ask me my opinion on truck drivers? Ask me my opinion on police officers, my opinion on school teachers. What? I cut down from 88 kg to 82 kilograms. My bench went down by 2.5 kg, but I maintained my other lifts. Did I possibly maintain my gains at the strength losses on the bench? That could be, yeah. Farm work isn't always brutal work. Coach, should I do glute ham raises every day? Probably not. Oh, man. Yeah. I've never really watched Boogie, so I don't follow any of it. Or exercise bad for your body. I don't know. You need to ask a doctor. Coach, each time I come here, your forearms pop like they're an arm wrestler. They're crazy. Lots of pulling without straps. But speaking of which, how are we rating the forearms today? Scale of 1 to 10. Scale of 1 to 10. How the forearms today? We can rate thickness, vascularity, cuts. How much you think Sam is on? I don't know exact quantities, but he's on pretty hefty doses. The side effects, the gains. Get those likes up for Daddy. Come on, he's right, man. Hit that like button for Daddy. Uncle's had me work the watermelon farm every year. Exhausting arms, screw though. Different types of farming are different. Horse like everyone, so we're 10 out of 10 today on the forearms. We're in a good spot. Hit all our pulling today without. Well, Joe, there's a whole lot of reasons to call myself Daddy. Do you got a problem with it? Or you could just click that like button for Daddy and not cry about it. Yeah, old school. Here it comes, man. You're about to get all the trolls in response. You know why, right? Because I've publicly discussed pressing charges against my uncle for child abuse many, many years ago. And since it's a whole thing my haters fixate on, now it's going to be the whole topic of it because you talk about your uncle working. And I'm fully aware you didn't know that, by the way. But yeah, that's why you just saw Andrew's comment. So that's coming next for the next whole stream of stuff. Sorry to hear that. Oh, Andrew, I figured you were in on that because it's like, come on, guys. We've discussed this, but it's all good. But then, Andrew, if you didn't really mean it that way, then and you took that down, I'm sorry to hear that. Then no harm, no foul, brother. All good. Does hand grip work? Is it a waste of money? I think unless you're doing certain types of grip training, it may be a waste of money. Skull crushers give me elbow pain with alternative triceps. You need to do bands for a while until that elbow pain goes away. Then you need to find other stuff to hit the long head, such as extensions where you go behind the head laying down. Pullovers, rope press downs are really, really good. Do you predict an H will respond now that he's back? I think he's scared to respond. I get a sharp pain in my low back from doing reverse hyper. We need to see what you're doing with the reverse hypers then. That's not normal. Coach doesn't 200 to 500 raise your LDL, not for me. Title is facts. Thanks for making this one, Coach. Yep. Coach, someone arguing me that push-ups build the back. What? Cardio before, after weights, the amount of information online seems to contradict each other. I generally advocate doing them after your weights personally. That's how I do mine. I think he's scared too, Coach. I think Frenchie is scared of me too. He's scared to reply. He had a big, loud mouth when I didn't say anything. Had a big, loud mouth, and then when I clap back and I start clapping back, he gets silent and scared. Speaks volumes. He made his whole reputation off of calling me out. He's scared of me clapping back and me discussing stuff in his audience, seeing my rebuttals. Because I've called him out on a lot of stuff. I'm 5'10", 220. Should I cut or stay bear mode? I mean, where do you want to stay? Where are you comfortable? How can you sue someone when they hide their identity and their country and everything? You can't sue people if you can't find them. Why are there so many conversations? I don't know. Who's scared? Who's the person in question? We're talking about natural hypoxia, which is outrageous French accent. Today we're going to talk about Jason Blé for an hour straight while I read blank papers. Suing people through YouTube is insanely hard. We learned this with my lawsuit. Lane Norton admitted he spent a lot of money trying to get YouTube to do that, and they ignored him even with a lawyer. They completely ignored him. So he had to go through the separate courts trying to sue me. So I've learned from Lane's experience, trying to sue someone through YouTube to get the details is a good way to throw away $20,000 and get nothing. So no, YouTube will not release the info just because you hire a lawyer and demand it. When you train police or military guys, how do you split their strength training and do they run? Jorgen, I don't have a set standard because it depends entirely on what they do in police and military, how strong they are, what their goals are. Some of them run the same time. Like if you remember when I put up the one guy who you guys saw in a Ranger gym, people are like, dude, he's in a special forces gym right now training and sending you the clips. Yeah. So the guy, you remember he did like 13 reps with 350 on a good morning? That guy? Remember the guy doing floor presses with like 350 plus chains? He used to run before he would do max effort stuff. He would do a 5-mile run and then come pull the deadlift max. So you have someone like that who is basically a machine. He was a ranger, basically a machine. He's not human. Versus, say, someone who's doing something different for police work. We may only have that police guy training 3 days a week, and he may run only when necessary for his testing. Lecter, I'm pretty big now and doing huge PRs in the gym, but my friends are calling me fat and they don't reach out to me anymore. I don't think that's actually happening. Nice French accent, Cooch. I dropped my juice after hearing your French accent. My outrageous French accent. Natural hypothesis. You stinky English pig dogs. You're a public figure. Good luck with suing. Yeah, it's hard. Exactly, old school. You destroyed Lane those years ago, but he's still salty. He spent $300,000 suing me. That's how salty he was. Lane published fake research just to sell his products. It doesn't work. Protein powders are expensive carbs. Well, it was the BCAAs that was the problem. He did his doctoral work on them, and that's what I called out. That's what I got sued over. I was calling out his doctoral work, pushing BCAAs that then the meta-analysis later said don't work. Years later. Is it your day off, Coach? If not, then you do. You just saw me do max deadlift today. I have a whole vlog up, dude. I did a max 1 rep max on the deficit deadlift. Then did good mornings, glute ham raises, belt squats, reverse hypers, and incline dumbbell rows today on camera. Is NH easier enemy than Lane Norton due to being a lot dumber and a lot less money? Hey, Daw, you don't get to put a leash around my neck. That's not how it works. Again, do I need to put you in the corner again? BCAAs are garbage. So old school. I got sued for $500,000 for calling out branched chain amino acid research 14 years ago. I'm sorry, 12 years ago. I got sued. Now, I didn't pay it. But yeah, so Lane spent $300,000 suing me over it. Over me saying BCAAs are a scam and his research was garbage. This was before all those studies came out confirming it. Do you ever take any days off? Yeah, I only lift Monday through Friday. By the way, the OnlyFans is quite the treat. Daw, what is your, I want to see if you're serious. What is your username on OnlyFans? Because some of the people in these streams really are members, and a bunch of people pretend to be, and then they're not. So what's your username? So in the new gym recently, there's a bunch of 16-year-olds acting like twats, benching to each other. Oh, my God. Quarter squatting, et cetera. You approach them. No, I just leave them alone. I don't have time for that. Unless they're going to ask for advice when they realize who I am, and that happens, and then I'll give advice. Or if they watch me lift. Like, you walk over and put 500 pounds on a deadlift bar and start repping it with just chalk and a belt, kids turn and start asking you for advice real quick. If you could train with anyone from just past or present, who would it be? Just one day of training with that person? Abraham Lincoln. What's your diet like these days? Lots of animal proteins. Yeah. I put up a picture of all my food lately. So today I had a bunch of drumsticks, a bunch of Mootopia whole milk, avocados, some eggs, a bunch of red bell peppers. Old school, I have a lot of fans who are gay or bi. So yes, they do join. What's your diet like these days? You already covered that. Hey, Coach, what's up, Jack? Why would someone, they do it all the time in here, Darth, and then sometimes they'll say, they won't give the name, or they'll say, okay, I'm really not subscribed. It happens every day, Darth. Watch the feeds. It's funny. His OnlyFans are spicy. Didn't know he had that size downstairs. It should have been obvious. I have that size downstairs. Yeah, no, I didn't. Lincoln was a great wrestler. Did you say Abraham Lincoln? He was a weightlifter. No, but he was a sportsman. Abraham Lincoln was an athlete. And had they been into weightlifting back then, he would have been into weightlifting. Right, the old bicep shot. There used to be the Mount Bicephus. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Let me give you guys a bicep shot. Oh, Mount Bicephus. All right. You think you can tell that kind of thing with the way someone looks to be fair? All right. Videos on YouTube, those said you used a pump. Yeah, that's not true. Lincoln, and I don't think those things work. And they also can damage your penis. Lincoln was a formidable wrestler. Yep. How wild is it's not that wild, dude. I have people paying for clothes stuff. I have people who are literally paying just for me to flex on camera with my shorts on. I made $30 yesterday just on a 50-second clip of me doing a side chest and a lat spread and then talking about how big my chest was for 45 seconds. Bam, $30 done. All right. So, all good. No, Dom, definitely not the type of dude. I don't need to do any of that. Well, $30. Like I said, dude, $20 is $20. It adds up. Are you doing full nude content? Yeah, Atomic, I do, but it's all pay-per-view. My OnlyFans makes more than YouTube. I mean, I'm sitting here chatting with you guys. Just be aware. I'm giving you guys my time chatting with you. I make more money off OnlyFans at this point than I make off YouTube. So, but here I am chatting with my fans, trying to talk to you guys about training and lifting. It might be slowly now. Fine, dude. Sign for fitness. Do you have any additional goals for the future? I have lots of goals, but I'm not going to break all my goals down. Coach is almost a paid stripper. I am technically a model. One of my female friends said that. She's like, "You're officially a model now. You're being paid for your photos, and you're doing some photo shoots. So, and you're getting paid for it." She goes, "You are a professional model." And I laughed. I appreciate your giving your time. How many nights per week do you go out? Lately, I'm not really. I chill. I'm not saying I don't ever go out, but I've been chilling lately. My training's hard. I've got businesses I'm trying to run. I got taxes to pay. Unfortunately, the IRS, But, I figure my OnlyFans followers will pay my taxes for me at this point. It's nice to chill at home and get some things done sometimes. But no, to answer your other thing, old school gym rat, I'm strictly taco no burrito homie. And all my followers know that. That's the funny part. My OnlyFans followers are fully aware of that. In fact, that's worth more money. Yep. No, you can't do pew-pew stuff. They'll close your account. You cannot show any firearms. It is against the rules. I don't show any of them on YouTube anymore either. What are your thoughts about the late Boston Lloyd? I talked quite a bit about Boston. I predicted his death, unfortunately. You consider professional match as someone you dislike, whether in your industry or elsewhere. There's a huge market. Blaha the goat. No, I don't feel like fighting anybody. You showing your big gun, coach? I am showing the big gun, no. But that's all pay-per-view. So that's the thing. There's nothing like that in the open. The $15 a month is all my tame PG-13 modeling pictures. And if people want anything more, they have to pay more for it. They have to pay for every single picture, any request they want. And that's how it works. Vascularity insane. And like I said, guys, I'm strictly taco no burrito, but $20 is $20. Plus, people forget it's good for coaching, right? It's good for coaching. That's a demographic that can afford coaching, will pay for coaching, and they care about their bodies. So it's all good. Coach giving H your American burrito, I don't think so. If you could have 3 more machines, what would they be? Machines, and if I had the space for them, and if I just had them, hack squat, a leg press, maybe a dedicated leg extension, honestly. Jason, paramedic, won't have problems finding your veins. Nurses say that all the time. Like, I'm like a nurse's wet dream. Every time a nurse sees me, they're always like, "Oh my God, your veins, I could run an IV right up in that." It's hilarious. It's like, back up off me, girl. Whoa, hold I like the Body Master squat machine. I don't really remember that one, but I like those 45-degree old school leg press slides with the plates. I used to make so many gains on those. I do donate blood. I usually give to MD Anderson Children's Cancer Research. I don't want to brag about that. It might make me sound like a good person. I have a horrible reputation to maintain. I kind of have a soft spot where they like, okay, there's my soft spot. Kids with cancer, dude, that shit'll make me cry like a baby. No, I've never sold plasma. You're going to move to eventually. Sure, and H went and said at the premiere of Snow Brown shit. You guys keep talking about that. I haven't even looked into it. I don't care enough to look into it. NH, I live in the UK. I came across your content a few months ago. So learning, dude, I'm sure a lot of it's been covered. Blondes or brunettes, you guys keep asking me that over and over. How many times am I going to get asked that in a stream in the last 2 weeks? And it's messed up because I usually say I generally prefer brunettes, all things considered, but both of my ex-wives were blondes. Right? I don't eat comfort foods anymore. That's upper body machines. I don't really like upper body machines, but I suppose maybe some sort of chest supported look. Maybe a dip machine. Okay, so if I had to discuss, no, I don't do redheads, man. I learned my lesson. All right. Best upper body machines. Maybe one of those hammer shrink dip machines. Honestly, they're not bad as far as a machine goes. Redheads were fire when I was in high school. Brother, do you think vegan Gaines has no empathy? He's a psycho, right? He's a sociopath. He admitted to being a sociopath on camera. I don't eat seafood at all. Has Mikey gotten a hold of you for coaching? He needs to get back. He doesn't lift anymore. Have you ever dated a bald woman? No. The Nautilus multi-machine was great for dips and chins. No, I don't get any revenue for this. Do you prefer a woman who is same height or shorter, even taller? I like short girls, but I've dated a lot of really tall girls. I've dated at least 4 girls that I was with for significant periods of time who were 5'7" or taller. And I've been with a few others who were, but definitely 4 of my pretty long relationships were with girls between 5'7" and 5'9". But I do kind of like short girls. I always kind of had a thing for them. I just ended up with a lot of tall girls. I'm not going to discuss ethnicities of women, guys. I don't want to have these problems. Let's just stop. Okay. But I've dated girls as short as 4'11". But yeah, my first 2 wives were like 5'7", 5'8". 5'9" was pretty much, you guys saw her on my channel for 3 years, girlfriend, so on and so forth. Should you make any dating advice? I don't know. The argument that girls that are in the same height as us may come across as intimidating is more mentally than what? They're not intimidating. We should turn these streams purely into dating streams. Forget lifting and nutrition, right? At this point, it's no surprise there's no ground after what coach is my dating coach. I should offer dating advice services as consultations is what I need to do. Paid consultations, guys, dating advice. I do consultations on anything you guys want. So if you guys need girl advice too, hit me up on my social media. It's the same price as all the other stuff. Like, it doesn't matter what you want to talk to me about, gear, training, nutrition, or if you need girl advice, dude, it's all the same. I'll do those also. Consultations, $100 an hour. Coach is a true business man. Exactly. Sounds good. Expect a message soon. I'll hold you to that, Andrew. I mean, to be fair, I've been married twice. You guys saw me date and live with an ex-stripper for 3 years, so on and so forth. There have been a lot of interesting ones everyone's aware of. I mean, I was married to my second wife when I started YouTube. My second ex-wife. And all these dudes, I can't get a girl. I'm like, really? Man, how do you guys not get a girl? Yeah, I'll probably get married again. Well, who is manly looking? Come on, man. Don't be hating. Hey, Jack, you need to go in timeout again, asking about dating one of my exes. I'm going to recommend that you don't. There's a reason I changed the locks. 411 is crazy small, but they're fun. Timeouts incoming. Yeah. I'm just saying, there's definitely girls that I would just say, look, man, just no. No. Redheads are kooky. They can be. Not a matter of being afraid. It's a matter of saying, trust me, you do not want to be with a person. Would you ever collab with GVS? I don't think GVS going to want anything to do with me after he got pissed when I called him out for his fake natty. No, I'm not flying to China. All right. You honestly should give a dating hour to hour advice. Call it Blaha's Riz. What do you think? Do you think GVS? Yeah, why is he living in China, dude? What's up with that? Why is he doing that? It's a little suspect. I can't say his whole name. I did a whole natty or not on him. He got pissed and argued for an hour in the comments and made 57 posts. Joffrey Variant Schoenfeld. His name is about this long. He's real easy to find. Coach Cupid. Yeah, indeed. It's quite odd that he is in China. He must really like Asian food or something. All right. He could be, man. I don't know. Could be. I'm just saying it's a little suspect. What's he doing over there? Thailand is better. Objectively, yeah. How does he even have access to American internet? YouTube, very odd. Yeah, they let him have access. He has special treatment. You been to Thailand? Nope. No, but I know people who've been to Thailand. There's someone I chat with online. He's kind of funny regularly in one of my circles. He lives there right now. He does have a Chinese wife. Must be the only American dude out there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he's not, but still. VPN. All right, guys. I'm going to link all my stuff one last time. Go follow me on everything. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, OnlyFans, if you're so inclined. Right, if you're so inclined. But I love all you guys and gals, and I'll talk to you next time.